everyone, Janie here, and welcome to the launch of Kendra's Card Challenge 16. Today we are each using one of the sketches from this challenge to give you some inspiration. And this is also a giveaway hop where you are going to have the opportunity to win a huge prize from Cards by Kendra. And I'll tell you more about that and more about the challenge later in this video. But for right now, let's get started with my card, and I'm going to be using sketch number 6. For my card, I'm going to be using the Not Too Shabby Delicate Pumpkins paper pad and the Not Too Shabby Delicate Pumpkins ephemera pack and the Not Too Shabby enamel dots, and these are the Cherry Blossom Spring Cottage enamel dots. And they are so pretty and everything goes together beautifully. And even though I purchased all of these things on my own, I think it's really awesome that Not Too Shabby happens to be one of the super sponsors for Kendra's Card Challenge. Okay, so here are all my pieces cut out, and you notice that there is an empty space right there. That's where I cut this piece out because no one's going to see it. It's going to be hidden right behind there. And this piece would have been cut out of there, but I had already cut it out of another piece that I had thought of using, and I embossed it, and then I realized the embossing is so deep that the little enamel dots might not have stuck really well, so I went back to just using a smooth piece. But I just used my stitch cutting dies to cut those circles out, and I kind of wanted to show you the color isn't showing up really well. So these pieces are more of a really pale mint green, even though they kind of look white when they're down here. And these beautiful pieces are pink. And so I just wanted you to see that before I get started. And while I'm putting all of this together, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Kendra's Card Challenges. Actually, first let me tell you more about this giveaway hop that you're watching. So, you're going to have multiple chances to win a huge prize from Cards by Kendra because you can enter at each stop in the hop by filling out the giveaway form that you're going to find a link to below in the description box. And be sure to include the secret giveaway phrase that each of us gives you, and pay close attention because we each have our own giveaway phrase. And I'll tell you mine a little later in the video. And below in the description box, you're going to find all the information, including a link to the playlist that you can use to watch all of the videos in the hop so that you don't miss any of them. Okay, now I'll tell you about Kendra's Card Challenges, where you will also have opportunity to win some amazing prizes from these generous sponsors. And to do that, all you need to do is make the entire set of 15 cards from Kendra's Card Challenge 16 sketches using 6 pieces of 6x6 pattern paper. And then once you've done that, take one group photo of all 15 and enter them in the challenge folder in Kendra's Card Challenge group on Facebook. And if you're really ambitious and want to make more than one set of cards, you can enter once a month. Each entry has to be a new set of cards. And Kendra's Card Challenge 16 runs from October 1st to December 31st of 2024. Okay, back to my card for a minute. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just adding a couple pieces of scrap cardstock to the top of that piece to help even things out when I glue it down, because the rest of it is going to be glued to that layered section. Okay, now a little bit more about Kendra's Card Challenges. If you're wondering how you can download the free challenge PDF, that is available on Kendra's website, which is kendrascardchallenges.com. And you will find a link to that below in the description box. Okay, are you ready for my secret giveaway phrase? Okay, here it is. It is "This calls for confetti," and they just happen to be a super sponsor that I'm going to be working with in November. So be watching for that video. And don't forget, that's my secret giveaway phrase that you're going to need to put in the entry form for this hop giveaway And the link to that form is below in the description box. And each of us will have our own secret giveaway phrase, and you'll have the opportunity to enter at each stop in the hop. Okay, so far you've heard a lot about Kendra's card challenges and the hop giveaway, but now what I want to tell you is what I personally like about Kendra's card challenges, because I was doing them before I was ever on her design team. So what I love is that sometimes I'm not sure where to start on a card, and the card sketches just make it easier for me. And I learned that I don't have to follow the sketches exactly, and that I could take a little creative liberty if I want, which you will see that I'm doing with this card. And another thing I love is that she actually puts the dimensions of the pieces needed for each of the cards right on the card sketch, so that if I don't want to make all 15 cards and I just want to make 1 or 2 or 3, then I just pick the designs that I want to use and follow the dimensions that she has listed on each of the card sketches to create my cards. You can even use these card sketches to make shaker cards and fun fold cards. There are seriously so many possibilities. And if you're thinking that you don't know what you would do with 15 cards, I'll give you an idea. You can put them in stacks and tie a ribbon around them and give them to somebody as a gift that they can use. But for me personally, there's always an occasion that I need cards, whether it is birthdays or anniversaries or thank you cards or even just because cards. And everybody loves handmade cards. Well, as you can see, my card is just a little bit different than the sketch. So because I decided to stamp thinking of you over here on the bottom right, I decided to put the 3 dots over here on the top left instead of here like this one. And the reason is just the way it draws your eyes from one side down to the other, which is something I learned in my advertising class in college. So I am really happy with how this card turned out. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and be sure to enjoy the rest of the hop, and don't forget to enter the giveaway. All of the information and links are below in the description box. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.